Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Betty, a true and welcome back to Hitman 3 for, possibly the most exciting mission in the entire trilogy. So, we've got ourselves a murder mystery. The final partner of Providence has been found, so here's also a rare thing. We've got ourselves a mission with only one target. It's been a bloody while since we've had a mission with a single target. And some data that must be located, but, take it away, tell us what's going on precisely.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Okay, but that's not all we got here. Check the intel files and something very, very interesting indeed. So, she was married to Lyndon, 3 adult children, Gregory, Edward, and Rebecca. Lyndon then died in 78 of an accident. She never remarried. But, on top of that, she as the second-born child was not supposed to originally become the head of the family. That would have gone to her elder brother Montgomery, who, would you believe, suffered some terrible tragedy, took a fatal tumble from the balcony at Carlisle's ancestral estate. So, okay, Zachary took it hard, had a mental breakdown, institutionalized, abandoned his own promising career, and has just been chilling out at Thornbridge Manor, where he's lived quietly ever since. So, okay, she probably did it, and she might have killed her own husband too, so maybe her husband died by her hand, maybe her elder brother too, though maybe Zachary had, something to do with it. Sounds like he might still be floating around. We might be able to find him and try and figure out what happened in her backstory. And as we're going to be in England, and it appears to be, rainy and grey and whatever, let's go for the nice raven suit, because that looks nice and toasty. Other than that, standard loadout really. Take a lockpick, take some throwables, take a basic silenced pistol, though we won't really be using that for anything, obviously. Let's just see what we got, shall we?
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlisle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlisle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlisle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Okay, so yeah, I want to be the PI. as soon as possible. Oh, and speak of the devil, there he is right there. Hang on.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlisle. Please wait.
Okay.
Mr. Whitmer,
We've already got the
is
PI
here
though.
to
He's
see
a little
Madame
bit...
Carlisle.
He's a little bit out of the way, to be honest. Let's see if we can just get him straight away, though.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
I agree, but how am I supposed to get hold of him? Okay, after a few attempts, I feel like, yeah, there's some bushes on this side of the bridge, just inside the main gate. So I can get over there, because, yeah, there's a shallow crossing point right there. If I could lure him, and just him, in this direction, if I toss the coin about now, that's going to get his attention, and nobody else's. Okay, this is what we need right here. I should be able to get him in these bushes. Alright, we've got him, and he is nice and hidden. He didn't see a thing. Maybe just pull him a little bit deeper into the bush just for safety. So, let's see what we got here. So, entry point, that's the gate, and there's the, yeah, various crossing points over the river. So, then we got lower gardens. The house itself, which only has... yeah, basically only has 2 levels. So it's not massive. This is not a huge level. Then we've got ourselves, yeah, a small attic and some form of tower or something. Good snipey spot, potentially. Over on this side, what appears to be, yeah, some ruins of some description. So, okay, maybe go check them out sooner or later. And on top of that, we've got ourselves camera intel. Well, I assume, as, you know, the detective, I'm allowed to go wherever the hell I want, so let's not, you know, be in a rush. Let's just check around what's going on with the mysterious ruins over here, if I'm allowed to, anyway. So, yeah, we've got the house itself, and I'll say they've done a really good job with old UK stately home architecture. This looks very, very much right indeed, so, alright. Here we go, we've got ourselves... is this where the fake funeral is going to be held?
Carlisle wants to inspect the arrangements for the staged funeral tomorrow. What's the delay?
It's the birds. They're making a racket, droppings everywhere. The undertaker wants them gone before he'll see Madame Carlisle. He's in a right state. So, unless you want to take on the birds, I suggest you stay clear of him.
Oh, no, my aim's horrible. Safer for everyone if I just wait here till he says he's ready for Madam.
Okay, so birds. So over here, where the funeral can happen, with a shovel, I could fill in the grave. Okay, not sure if that would, you know, cause the funeral person to do something special, or maybe that, you know, is just a funny thing that you can do once you've put her in the grave, because I'm guessing, yes, burying her alive, that's gotta be a good fun option. Then we've got ourselves, yeah, a whole bunch of graves, a big old building over here. An old collapsed monastery or something. And then over here at the rear, we've got ourselves the gardens. Okay, but on top of that, aha. Not really a maze, but high enough hedges that, yeah, I could very easily move around hidden if I needed to. Gotcha.
We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looks everywhere.
Got to be kidding. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlisle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect.
Okay, so I see what we got here. Oh yeah, a lovely, lovely exposed wire we might be able to do something with. So, okay, push her in the grave, electrocute her, everything's fine. But all of that gets put on hold until such time as I can solve the mystery, damn it.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let him stay here, but Ethel was sure Emma would throw him out first chance she got. And now we'll never know.
Oh, my. You're taking this hard, aren't you?
And now we know what the mystery that this guy's been called in to solve is. So, okay, Zachary, who took, yeah, everything that happened with Montgomery fairly hard, he has supposedly taken his own life. And yes, under suspicious circumstances, because he was under the impression, yeah, the people who were about to take over the family might have sort of hated him. Right, very quickly just open the doors into the greenhouse.
It looks like it was recently used, though.
Okay, so this could be very, very important indeed. I feel like, yes, potentially Zachary was poisoned. We might be able to find some evidence of that down over here, including a boat key. I'll just be helping myself to that, actually, yes. Okay, now all of this here, this is me being a good detective, because I'm going to arrive already knowing what's going on, damn it, so... Oh, there was a maid here to greet me. I may have been a bit slow on the uptake having a chat to her, potentially. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Don't mind me, detective. Happy to get myself frisked before I go inside, because, for the time being, we're gonna play by the rules. I'm gonna be a detective. I'm gonna solve the murder, unless solving the murder incorrectly gets me, you know, better opportunities. Accusing the wrong person might be the right way to go. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is lovely. I've visited, like, you know, old stately homes that look just like this. This is so well done. It's like, what was it called? Bedingford Manor in Hitman Contracts, but, you know, really, really damn pretty.
I'm Phineas Whitmer, private investigator.
Ah, Mr. Whitmer. Madam Carlisle has
remembered I
asked me
went
to be
stroll
of
behind the
assistance to you.
greenhouse last night.
I trust
Maybe
you've had a
that's
look
where it
around.
is.
What is?
Are
I
you
lost
ready
my-
to see the crime scene
One you
now?
couldn't find in the
am.
graveyard.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Okay, so we've also got somebody having a chat about the greenhouse. Already been over there, but for the time being, let's just, you know, stick with Fernsby, the butler.
The current affairs surrounding Madame Carlisle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlisle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlisle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
Okay, I need to do a bit of an investigation, and based on what I saw in Dubai, because in Dubai there was an assassin who, you know, was supposedly coming to take a job from Carl Ingram, but actually had a pistol and pills on him. I suspect Zachary was assassinated, and I suspect it may well have been, yes, somebody in this house who in fact is working for Arthur Edwards.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Don't worry, Diana, I'm on it, and yes, the target would have been, actually, the lady of the house herself. It's just they got the wrong person.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Ah, and I see what that symbol means now. I can gather evidence by photographing it. Okay, we're doing a proper thing right here, so give it a scan.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
And we know where it came from. The greenhouse. There was a chemistry kit, diddly-diddly-dee. The question is, how has it got into his body? Because one would suspect he was not actually the intended victim. So, okay, use my nice little sense to spot bits and pieces here.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Yep, and that there backs up what we saw. Use the camera. Maybe take, you know, a nice shot of that, just in case we need that for anything. Lovely. This will be the suicide note.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
And also, don't forget a knife. Might need to drop that down the line, but it's always useful to, you know, have some spare tools over here. Oh, is that a book that leads to a secret passageway? Because that's certainly one solution to a locked room mystery. Right, give that a quick tug. Marvelous.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Together with a spy hole. Okay. So, he was able from here, or whoever came through here, was able to spy on the staircase leading up to the attic. Together with over here as well. Just a hallway, not into a private room. And the mirror, in fact, is, yes, one of those mirrors in films. Where, like, you know, it's a mirror one side, but a window the other. Like in, like, you know, police stations and stuff. Here we go. Floor plan.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Alright, if I push this button right here, that gets me to this hallway. Then I can... mysterious switch. Okay, I need something long and thin to poke it. Maybe a screwdriver would do the job. Okay, let's see what we got here. Before we go back downstairs, if I'm allowed to check out the other rooms, I will do so. May as well see what else is in this wing. And no, that's trespassing. Oh, hang on.
I need to get a listing of asset transfers from the Carlisle account HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes, I'll hold.
Okay, she's presumably got somebody working on how, yes, her resources were stolen. Right, one small bathroom there, then just round the corner we have got ourselves... Anyone going to see this, by the way? Doesn't look like it. So just to very quickly open up the doors. Alright, I'm just doing my job here. Anyone here? No. And I'm allowed to be in here. Rebecca's room. Okay, that's one of the 3 children. And on top of that, interact with this painting. Okay. Yet more secret passages. Now, this should logically lead me into... yes, backstage of the lawyer's room. So, okay, if I need access to that lawyer, or accountant or whatever, that gets me to right there. But for the time being, don't worry about that. Just have a look-see roundy. We have got some other stuff we might be able to work with here in particular. Here we go. Her laptop. She was in a conference call for several hours around 10 PM last night. Okay, that's an alibi, but that doesn't mean she didn't put the poison in something he would drink earlier. Now, if I just scan this, though, here we go. That's her handwriting, I assume. Handwriting does not match Zachary's suicide note. Right, we're ruling them out person by person. In fact, hang on, I think I might have missed a note in here just to verify that it wasn't actually his. Now, it won't be, but yes, I just need to... be sure of this before we say anything for certain. Here we go. The drink, actually. Nothing major, but presumably that will actually be, yes, how he ingested the poison. Now, if it was in his own whiskey bottle, right by his bed, that would suggest he was definitely the intended target. Do you know what? There is actually... there's a guard right here. And I believe a cupboard back there. Yes, let's just get rid of him, just so I've got, you know, an excellent opportunity to have this disguise if I need it later. Oh, and that crowbar's going to be useful, because now, break the lock quickly, that's going to be a permanent shortcut to get me up to Zachary's room in future from the rear of the house. So, okay, I'm overlooking the garden right here. Okay, that's this side of the upstairs. Let's do the other side of the upstairs. Because I'm guessing, you know, upstairs means bedrooms. Bedrooms means people's computers. diaries, private documents, other things I can use to analyse handwriting. Now, this door is actually needs to be unlocked. Okay, you're sort of in the way, actually. So, how about we just very quickly distract you? So you're just going to come and investigate this. There we go. You can just investigate what's going on right over there. Okay, while you're busy with that, we can just crack open the door. Because I can't force the door open, but once the door's open, I'm allowed in here, which is marvellously good news. Now, give me that camera. There's going to be something over here. Okay. Why is that important? Unless, of course, those shoes aren't supposed to be here. Emma and Gregory's room. Shoes and footprints. Ah! Are they muddy? Is that what I'm supposed to be seeing? Well, they don't look muddy, but in the intel picture, I swear they looked muddy. So, okay, let's see if we can just... I see a bit of mud. I don't see any more. Okay, just check, and ooh, greenhouse keychain. Well, mud and a key to the greenhouse where the poison was prepared. So the children are Gregory, Edward, and Rebecca. Gregory is presumably the eldest, based on the order the information was given to me, and they did say a daughter-in-law was present, so that would mean Emma is, yes, Madame Carlisle's daughter-in-law, and also the partner, wife, something, of the eldest, who therefore stands to inherit, maybe, well, not the position at, you know, Providence, because she knows Providence is done, but for some reason, yes, his partner might have been going out for a bit of a late-night jaunt to the flipping greenhouse to make the poisons. Well, that's already the entire second floor, so I guess therefore we've got to assume there might be some more stuff up on the third, if I'm allowed to go.
Sorry, sir, you don't appear on my list, so you need to go.
Third floor is several bedrooms, so okay, that must be her bedroom, I assume. Otherwise, where the bloody hell was she sleeping?
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty.
Hey,
and Madame Carlisle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlisle.
Oh no, this is very useful. So this is everybody who was present, and that's everybody it could be. Zachary is not crossed off because, yes, the official story is it was suicide, and theoretically he could have chosen to drink poison. That hasn't been ruled out. Then we have got Gregory, as I suspected, oldest child. Okay, move over to his partner, Emma. Now in your bedroom, yes, muddy shoes together with a key to the greenhouse. Now that's certainly more than a bit suspicious. And confirmation who Patrick is, son of Emma and Gregory. Then we have the butler. We've spoken to him, but nothing else major, to be honest. And then Edward, so the middle son, and Rebecca. We know she's in the clear. Well, do we? Okay, apparently we do. Okay, let's start having, you know, a bit of a look-see roundy the manor. So, over on the right wing of the ground floor. Staff room, I assume I'm allowed in here.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Okay, it appears to be locked for some reason. He said he was alone in here. So let's see if we can verify that. And also, by any chance, break open the fuse box. Okay, I can turn off the fuse box if I want to. I was hoping to steal a fuse for the photographer outside, but apparently not. So, okay. What can we learn here, precisely? So, a bit of intel. What do we have? 1 out of 3 clues. So, accessible through the storage area. Yep, we know about that. That's all fine. Here we go. The list: preparations for tomorrow's pretend funeral, and a photo shoot scheduled for today by the fountain in the garden. Does not match. Aha! So he didn't write the suicide note, but there might be some more yet. And, oh, hang on. There's something in the fire. Hello, my friend. Zachary's half-burnt diary. Oh, now that's the big thing.
This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
Okay, so as we suspected, yes, Montgomery killed by, as it turns out, Alexa and Zachary together. But whatever he thought he was going to get out of it... Oh, hello. Lethal poison pill jar?
Lethal, if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlisle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlisle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
I need to stop thinking about Emma all the time, but she just makes me so angry.
What is it now?
She turned up and demanded to be put up in Madame Carlisle's bedroom. We're the new heads of the family after all. It is only fitting, she said. Well, Gregory put a stop to that, which was a surprise. He normally accepts his wife's outrageous behavior without batting an eyelid. But staying in his mother's bed so soon was just a bit steep, I suppose.
And her son Patrick is just as bad. Just look at Rosie. He has no respect. Preying on the girls like that.
Okay, so that's interesting. Emma comes across as a bit of a bad egg in that telling of events. So when they thought she was actually dead, they moved in and decided to, you know, take over the master bedroom immediately. But that was Emma that wanted that. She seems a bit, you know, keen on the power and the prestige and the whatnot. Alright. Gregory, not so much. So, alright, based on what I'm hearing, I know it's circumstantial, but Emma is my prime suspect. Oh, and I found the fuse cell as well. It's right here in a tiny little side room at the rear of the house on the ground floor. So, okay, that's going to be useful. And over here at the back of the house, in the dining room, and that's a nice table. Edward, the middle son. Now, you seem to be completely harmless, my friend, so let's have a nice chat. And he's currently busy. Too busy to answer questions about the murder. If you'd like to be done in a second, that'd be great. In the meantime, there's something to... yes, there's something to photograph here. I'm guessing this is... bloody hell, where's my... Okay, I've picked up too much stuff. I can't find my... There it is. There's my camera. Right, give that a scan. Whose writing is this? Edward's speech does not match Zachary's suicide note. Okay, Edward seems to be completely in no way a suspect. But let's have a chat anyway, now you're done.
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Okay, so if Gregory was with his brother, that would really put the suspicion on his wife. We need to have a chat to her. She's definitely suspect number one right now.
Yes, hi Cassie, it's me again. Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages, and this is the last time, I promise. It's just, I don't know how to handle this whole situation. I don't think I can, really. I can't feel my legs, and my eyes are not working properly. This flicker thing again. You can't tell anyone. But the thing is, I've been asked to perform the eulogy at the funeral event tomorrow. I know it all sounds so unbelievable. But even though Mother is still alive, we still have to go through with the funeral. I have to write the eulogy. I don't think I can. She will definitely want to read it, and no matter what, I just know she'll be disappointed in me. Again. My legs are really weird. I need you, Cassie. I'm sorry, I know. I'll hang up. Not supposed to do this. Christ, sorry. Bye.
Okay, Edward appears to be physically and mentally in pieces right now, so I'm not convinced he's in any shape to be masterminding an assassination attempt, no. Where's Patrick? Maybe he'd like to drop his mother in it at all, so hello Patrick. And he's currently busy. Not in a moment he's not, and what do you mean he's busy? He's just walking. He's not that busy. Hello Patrick, come in, you chat.
Yo, Anne, what's up? Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just gonna take a little longer. Jeez, and how's that my fault? Calm the fuck down, Ant. You know I'm good for it. I'm a Carlisle. I'm made of money. Just lean back and enjoy the interest. Meanwhile, go and have some drinks on me. No, Christ, I'm gonna hang up. Let's talk when you calm the fuck down.
Okay, somehow he's got money problems, even despite how wealthy his parents are.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
Alright, keep going.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Oh no, there's more.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Okay, not that compelling, to be honest, no. Hello, Alexa. What the flip are you doing here?
That is Alexa Carlisle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
Okay, let's just follow her, because for some reason she's downstairs.
Right, let's get started. I want to keep this short. I know you have a lot of questions. Some I will answer now. The rest will have to wait. First, Zachary's sudden death is a great tragedy, but also a great inconvenience, as it happened just now. I'm dealing with the situation in a discreet and efficient way, and I expect your cooperation in all related matters. Secondly, the arranged funeral event tomorrow will take place as planned. No one can know that I am still alive. I expect you all to act your part. Last, as you all know, I have a lot on my plate and need to focus on sorting everything out, so please do not disturb me with your petty concerns. You are all adults, and as part of the elite, you will eventually have to deal with difficult situations like this. It comes late for most of you, but this is a chance for you to show what you are made of. That will be all.
Okay. What triggered her to make that little speech? That's very peculiar.
What an exit. Old bag's got style. Show what you're made of. Edward, this is your chance.
Oh, God. I have to finish that eulogy.
let's catch up with Edward. Was there anything else we could speak to him about? Now I know that, yes, there might be multiple prompts.
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Yes, he was murdered before anyone here knew she was alive. That changes the circumstances.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Okay. Why precisely are you doing the eulogy when the eldest son and his wife are taking over? Surely that would be his job. Why Edward? Okay, let's go have a chat to Rebecca. I think I saw her going in this direction, so presumably she's going to be over here. The trophy room, very, very fancy indeed. Just, you know, help myself to a little bit of a sample of handwriting McGibbles first. Documents gathered by Rebecca on recent movements of assets belonging to the media branch, unauthorised movements of funds and privileges. Okay. So she knew something was going on. She might have spotted what the Constant was doing first. Rebecca might be a bit of a sharp tool. So, okay. We need to have a chat with her.
Did you give the Fitzpatrick token to Madame Carlisle's daughter?
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
You look tanned.
Okay, hang on. 2 tokens. The butler and Rebecca. This is of interest.
I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
And Rebecca's doing her own investigation. Okay, Rebecca, I think you might be a sharp cookie.
Rebecca Carlisle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Yes, indeed. If she thought Alexa was dead, Montgomery had already been dead for a while, then all she needs to do is take out Zachary, and that's it. That's the last of the old generation. The old cleared away. That makes sense.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
And yes, we know he wants to publish his own confession instead.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Okay, Rebecca is smart and kind. You should take over the family. You seem like a good egg.
Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? No, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh yeah, Rebecca should be taking over this family. Rebecca is definitely the sharpest tool in the shed. And yes, she also mentioned Patrick went missing, but we know that he was just, out flirting with one of the maids. We've seen the maid. She was crying. So as a result of that there is fine. And wait a minute. The tokens were just mentioned. Alexa does want Rebecca to take over. The tokens must represent something. Family authority, access to some secret funds, something of that nature. Okay, nobody left but these two. Let's go have a chat to Gregory and to Emma. So Gregory will presumably confirm he was with Edward at the time of death. Emma, meanwhile, she 100% did it, damn it.
Gregory Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake. A toast to my mother, the living dead.
Okay, what's going on here precisely? Why are you back downstairs? Well, you're having a drink, which is okay. Certainly an easy way to potentially deal with you. Now let's just, very quickly return to the greenhouse, because this is going to be crucial. Nip over here. I've now got the key, so... I did have the key, right? Okay, apparently I don't have the key. I thought I had the key, but I don't have the key. But that's fine, because I definitely opened one of these doors already. This one was open. Through here, and
Emma Carlisle in the greenhouse.
Hello over there.
Curious.
I can't help but notice you've just come over here to the greenhouse. Actually, sorry, didn't realise you were going to be out here. Let's have a chat, you and me.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Oh, you knew. You 100% knew about the Montgomery thing. Okay. And on top of that, we have got ourselves... I'm guessing this is open on the exact poison.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlisle is next in line for a poisoning.
Let's just do a bit of quick repairing while we're here. Why not? We can also produce some poison. This is... I mean, you know, we can't not produce a poison once we've repaired the poison-producing kit, obviously. And there we go. This is lethal. Okay, got myself some lethal poison.
Oh, thank God. It works again. What a relief.
Okay. So that's, you know, moderately incriminating. If I just, you know, sit back and wait, she might do my work for me. Potentially. In fact, the only place I haven't found all the clues is apparently there's 2 more in Emma and Gregory's room. So, okay. Let's keep an eye on Emma. Because I strongly suspect that she might be about to be doing my job for me. I feel like, yes, I kind of want to see what happens if she just dies and I'm not really involved. Alright, seems in the end it was nothing more complicated than, you know, a simple power grab from a rather proud woman. But, here she comes. Alexa's gonna drink the drink, die in front of everybody. And here she goes, straight away, done.
That's Madame Carlisle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
So, how does everyone react at this point? Find the case file. Everyone's pretty chill, to be perfectly honest, and any chance you're gonna, you know, say anything straight afterwards, because, yeah, if we just let it happen, then as a result of that, she's very happy to just, you know, take over.
A toast to my mother, the living dead.
I'm gonna be honest, she's not coming back from that one. Meanwhile, in a parallel dimension where I've got all the evidence, but I haven't fixed the distillation kit. Now, last bit of evidence should be here, in the bedroom of Greg and Emma, which is formerly, of course, Alexa's bedroom, but yeah, they kind of kicked her straight out, so that's, you know, a bit sad, right there.
That door leads
apparently,
to Emma and Gregory's room.
Yes, I know, Dana, I've already been in here, but, okay, let's see what else we've got. So, okay, there's a letter from Emma's mother.
Now, this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlisle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Okay, if I'd found that earlier, I feel like that would have made my life a lot easier. Yes, but, okay, plenty of evidence there. It's definitely Emma. And one final bit of evidence, there's a dog walking cane. Okay, why is that evidence, precisely? Okay, an old cane with... Oh! This is how you activate the secret passages, isn't it? So if we just go over here, mysterious switch. Yeah, she knew how to get in. That's it. The cane in her room. I like the fact the game didn't tell you that. You've just got to figure it out for yourself. Oh, this is lovely. This is a proper little mystery. Admittedly, the note saying she was the mysterious illegitimate child of Montgomery who'd been murdered dilly-dilly-dee. That would have, you know, made life easier. In fact, I feel like I'd prefer it if that wasn't actually a thing that existed. Because I figured it out anyway.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlisle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Alright, now, where is that going to happen? Are we going to do this, like, you know, in the parlour with everyone present? Because if so, that just sounds hilarious. Though by the looks of it, she wants to do this privately. And here we go. 3rd floor for the first time. Marvellous.
This is Madame Carlisle's office. Please step inside.
Alright, I assume you mean this right here. And And oh no, that was sorry, that was not the right. Okay, you could have been more specific. Sorry.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat, please. Go ahead.
And Mr. Fernsby, no, Emma.
Your niece, Emma Carlisle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost, marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlisles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
Ooh, money or case file. I like the case file, but I'm not convinced you're just going to hand it over.
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way, then.
Okay, this is fascinating. She knows who I am, but she's just playing along.
How are you, sir?
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code.
Diana, we've already sorted it out, Diana. She's opened it. Actually, we're fine. Although I'm guessing if I now try to just, walk out onto the balcony. So I can now at this point just straight up push her off. If I wanted to. I mean, I feel like she knows. She actually knows what's about to happen. She's fine with it. This is a really cool Hitman story. This is a target who knows that I'm coming for her. She knows what's happening and she doesn't care. That's so cool. And yeah, I'm guessing these symbols. Yeah, we've got ourselves. What is it, like telescope, fire, moose? I'm guessing they correspond to... yes, okay, they're going to correspond to numbers around the office. So there's also a code you could figure out by just looking around the office if I had to guess. I think she deserves a more dramatic end than that. We're not doing that. Okay, though she now literally knows 47 is here. And oh, hang on, she's probably bloody killing Emma already.
At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlisle legacy, what bollocks. It's all gone, I fear. Bloody Arthur Edwards, how did I not see it? I doubt our big brother could have botched it up any worse than I have, even if he'd tried.
No, she's not in a rush to deal with Emma. She's just, you know, reminiscing with her dead younger brother. She killed her older brother. That in itself got her younger brother killed. Now she's all alone. This is such a cool target. This might be one of my favourite targets in all of Hitman history. She literally knows I'm an assassin. She knows. And she just sort of doesn't care. She's accepted it because I've revealed the truth to her, and she now knows everything was for nothing. So, this is so damn cool. But up on the top floor, however, do we have anything that might, you know, recontextualize things? So yeah, this is her bedroom, and this explains the tokens. There's 2 different files on Arthur Edwards. There's the version up in her office, which you need to crack the safe, so either she opens it for you, or you find a way to solve the puzzle using the stuff in the room, so you know the combination that way, or if you get the 2 tokens, the butler and Rebecca, then you can take them, turn them in for a copy in a deposit box. So there's 2 different versions, I see. And just one more thing on top of that, which is, yes, just keep calm. Over here, there is a side room, which is, it must be said, a bit on the interesting side. Also, she's just calling up Edwards to yell at him. That's just magnificent. Now, by any chance, would you like to check out your... I think she's coming to her private room right now. So, why'd you have a soundproofed room?
Slighting little shit! Ooze-infested snake of a man! You make me vomit! If I could just...
Okay, I think she just enjoys... yes, being in her private room so she can swear and yell. Yes, this is her screaming room. She just enjoys screaming in here. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind just taking her out inside her screaming room. Then yeah, that'd be a bit sad. I'm pretty sure I saw outside. Hang on, just get the far side of the screaming room. There was, down over here. Yeah, there's a secret passage. So I can get into her screaming room while she's doing her screaming and smother her during the screaming. Which is hilarious. But to be honest, I can't actually remember where I dropped the cane. It's somewhere in the house. But no. I think we need to give her a proper, dignified burial. Alright, back out of the house for the first time in, you know, a little while. Grab my silenced pistol, because, yeah, step 1, it's those birds right at the start. So, grab that, put it away, and now let's just nip over to the old church. And yes, it's not just the birds, it's the nests. Okay, no one seems to be around here, number 1. Anyone care? No, no one seems to care. Number 2. Okay, and the final one is over there. Yeah, someone's like, you know, a bit confused as to what that noise is. There we go, job done. Okay, put that away, please. We've got rid of the ravens. Next up, the Undertaker. Here we go. Oh, yeah, now that's a nice hat. Any disguise that gets me a nice hat, that's a good time. Okay, here comes the lad. Let's just see if we can bring him into the bushes. There we go. Why don't you just come and investigate that while no one else is around? Yes, that'll do the thing. Put that away. Behind. Bring you down. Come on. Nice and concealed. Job done. Nice and easy. Plenty of good little bushes. So I'll be picking up hearse key. Yep, we're leaving in the hearse. Because that's got some style. So, inform the staff member. I'm ready for Alexa.
I am ready to show Madame Carlisle the funeral arrangements.
You got rid of the birds?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll let her know.
In fact, you know what? I'd better go and get myself that shovel right now.
Well,
let's just have it ready to go.
On her way.
Here we go.
I wonder
mission story.
like
Job done.
Resting ground.
Just, you know, pop this right down over here. Ready to go in a second. Right. Let's have a chat.
Mr. Parsons, I don't like to be kept waiting. I trust we can be efficient now I'm here.
And yes, indeed, let's make this happen.
I can be very efficient, Madam Carlisle.
What's that picture of me doing here? What an awful idea. I want it removed before the ceremony tomorrow. I must say I don't care much for the choice of flowers either. I need a moment to consider what I want.
Alright, she's just having a thing. But we need to get rid of the bodyguard too.
What's that podium?
Well, presumably that's where Edward's going to be delivering the eulogy, I would guess.
I find that having family members do the eulogy is more often than not a toe-cringing affair. I've never understood the need to publicly display grief. A person died. Most natural thing in the world. No need to make an emotional spectacle of it. I hope you haven't planned for one of those.
And unfortunately, yes.
No, I prefer to keep it simple.
Ah, my funeral doesn't involve the eulogy. Got it.
And the gravestone. Granite. Solid. No fuss. I like it. Well done, Mr. Parsons. I approve.
Yes, it will mark your grave beautifully.
So, to sum up, I expect you to remove my picture from the memorial. That was an absolutely horrendous idea. Very unfit for these historical surroundings. This is my ancestral burial ground. Simple and clean is how we've always gone about it, and how it will be this time as well. And the flowers, they look more fit for a wedding than my funeral. Maybe something natural, fitting the season and local fauna. Surely you're capable of figuring something out that doesn't look so misplaced. That's all, Mr. Parsons. I have other things to attend to.
Okay, now do I have time to bury her before anybody realises what's going on here? And just fill the grave. And there we go. Lovely. Okay, job done right there. I would have preferred it if, yeah, there was a special script specifically for the fact that... Oh, where's Madame Carlisle? Yeah, so, bad news. We kind of, we brought the funeral up a day. It's going to be raining tomorrow. It's just easier this way. I'm taking the hearse, by the way, so, okay. Leave the shovel behind, and, yeah, that is, pretty much everything, though. Hang on, there's... I mean, I've got the hearse key. I definitely got the hearse key. For some reason, I can't take the hearse. Well, that's just a shame, isn't it? Emma actually... Oh, Emma gets precisely what she wants. This way, she actually gets to be the lady of the manor. She gets her revenge, and she was a bit of a dick. Well, what can you do? I am not giving up Silent Assassin just to take out Emma.
47. They're everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Get out. It's the Constantine. Shit.
Okay, so things aren't going so well with Grey, as it turns out. So, things going well for me. I did my job perfectly. Alright, hilarious series of comical mishaps over here, but apparently Grey's in a bit of trouble, so... it could be a trap. I don't trust Grey. He could be luring me into a trap right now, but... I'm guessing we're gonna go help out. It would have been better on the hearse, but what can you do, eh? Bloody hell. Right, so, give me some stuff here. I've got to have got myself a lot of achievements right there. It was Silent Assassin, eliminated, Ravens, Poison Ivy, Close to the Chest, Matter of Justice, Mission Stories, Times Many, also The Lawyer, also one of these shortcuts, Dog Secrets, more dogs, more stuff. I cleared the house accident, poisons, grave mistake. Oh, that's a hell of a lot of XP right there. Love it.
47. Don't respond. Just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
Okay, not a trap. A very noble sacrifice.
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
And now she knows the truth. Okay, that's... She won't. She definitely won't.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
So, that's enough for now. Next time, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are going to Berlin. Though, to be honest, I'm not really sure who we're taking out there, because there's now nobody left apart from the Constant, and we don't know where he is. Last time we saw him, he was speaking to Diana, but she's not in Berlin, I don't think. So, okay, we're taking out somebody, presumably. It's a Hitman game, so that's kind of what you do, unless, like, you know, you're playing Absolution, in which case some of the missions you don't take out anyone, which is maybe why Absolution wasn't the best Hitman game in many ways. So, more coming very, very soon indeed. Hopefully, you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Hitman 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. There we... Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.